morning, it's Sunday 9th of October 2016. This is Sylvia Shiramurthy and you're listening to the newspaper reviews on www.athavaneng.com. Let's now start with the paper highlights from today's newspapers. The top highlight in Sunday Times says, 60 MPs offered big incentive for development work. Some 60 government parliamentarians are being told to choose between an existing 200,000 rupees monthly travelling allowance and a luxury sports utility vehicle for which the state will need to pay a rental of 590,000 rupees a month for them to carry out development work. These MPs, including some ministers, head development councils under each divisional secretariat division. The 200,000 rupees allowance is on top of the travelling allowances paid to MPs and besides the duty-free vehicles issued to them. No questions are asked on the disbursement of the allowance. The travelling allowances of MP vary depending on the distance they have covered within their constituencies. On an average, they receive 75,000 rupees a month. In the case of ministers, they are paid 175,000 rupees a month. The highlight in the middle says, Joint opposition candidates win cooperative polls. Candidates supporting the joint opposition have secured victories in several cooperative society elections. In the latest elections for the Arachikattuva Cooperative Society in the Puttalam district this week, the group supporting the joint opposition secured 175 votes while the SLFP faction supporting President Maithripala Sirisena obtained 1 vote. The UMP-backed candidates received 9 votes and GVP 2 votes. SLFP MP Sanath Nishantha, who was recently removed from the organizer post for supporting the joint opposition, was among those who contested in Arachikattuva. And the highlight at the bottom says, JSC takes tough measures to speed up cases in district and magistrate courts. District courts will be required to dispose of cases pending more than 10 years within the next 2 years and magistrate courts will have to dispose of cases pending over 5 years within 1 year. The directive has come in a circular issued by the Judicial Services Commission and will come into effect from November 1st. The JSC said the measures were found to be required after taking into consideration public petitions about the law's delays. The JSC has set out guidelines for the expediting of cases by both courts. Accordingly, all cases pending for more than 10 years in district courts and 5 years in magistrate courts should be given priority and completed. Let's now look at the paper highlights in Sunday Observer. The main highlight says, Judges not immune to scrutiny. Bar Association of Sri Lanka President Geoffrey Alagaratnam has said that the judiciary cannot be immune from public scrutiny and wants the news media to criticize judges and court rulings in a proper manner. At the same time, the BASL head refused to further probe recent complaints that the police were eavesdropping on a judge's telephone conversations. The highlight in the middle says, Plantation workers' wage issue, another discussion this week. Plantation companies and estate worker trade unions will have another discussion with the Labour and Trade Union Relations Minister W.D.J. Seneviratne on Thursday, October 13th to agree on a wage formula for estate workers who are demanding a daily wage of 1,000 rupees against the 730 rupees proposed by plantation companies. We have some differences of opinion regarding some of the issues, especially on the number of days they have to work. Therefore, we informed the Labour Minister and we need some clarification regarding it. However, it has now been decided to have another round of talks on October 13th, CWC President MP Muthu Sivalingam told the Sunday Observer yesterday. And the highlight at the bottom says, Jaffna to twin with UK local authority. The Northern Province Chief Minister is to sign a memorandum of understanding to make Jaffna a twin city with a local authority in the UK Kingston upon Thames. The city's website announced that the Chief Minister, retired Justice C.V. Vigneshwaran, will lead a delegation to the UK to ink the deal at the Kingston Council Hall on October 18th. The Chief Minister, in an interview with the Sunday Observer earlier, said they were making preparations to tie up with the local authority of friendly country and that he had received the green light from the government. Let's now look at the paper highlights in Ceylon today. The top highlight says, Media pressure escalates against judges. Another highlight says, Ex-envoy Dr. Gunaratna asks whether SAARC. The highlight in the middle says, Education in Maligavatha. Authorities clashes with hierarchy. And the highlight at the bottom says, Calpita donkeys being driven to extinction. That's all for today's newspaper highlights, and we'll get back to you with more news tomorrow. Thank you.